Hey there! I'm in the kitchen today getting together some food for a trip I have planned in my converted Honda minivan camper. Now, one of the things I like to bring, if I can get it in season, is fresh pomegranate. In the past, I never really had a good method for cutting this fruit and seeding it properly without making a big mess and it taking a long time. So in the past, I never really used much pomegranate. But in the method I'm going to show you today, I can have this fruit fully cut and prepared in less than 5 minutes. And to do this, all it takes is a sharp paring knife, a wooden spoon or a scraper, and a bowl. I'm going to start a stopwatch so we know exactly how long it takes. I'm going to get started. All right, so I start with the fruit side up where you have this part that sticks up a little bit, and I'm going to cut about a 2 or 3 inch circle around this part of the fruit. Now I'm cutting deep enough to get through the peel, but not deep enough to cut into the red arils underneath. So you pull this part off, and then you'll see there are some membranes running down in this direction. So I picked 2 of them that are kind of across from each other. This is a way to minimize the chance of cutting into some of the arils. So just pick 2. Once again, you're going to cut through the peel without cutting into the arils. And then I cut 2 more sections, so I end up with 4 parts. These things break apart, and then one section at a time. I'm going to turn these upside down and inside out a little bit, and then you just start hitting it with the spoon. And the arils just come showering out without breaking, and that's the great part. Now, one thing when you're doing this is be careful not to hit yourself in the finger. It's easy to get sort of over exuberant, and if you miss, that hurts. Okay, there's the first one. Here's section number 2. It's good to use a large bowl for this process so that it reduces the chances of any of the arils bouncing out onto the countertop. All right, there's 2. Now, as this goes on, I'm not spilling any juice. I'm not breaking the arils open. And I'll show you after we're done how much of the juice escapes. It's really very, very little. This is not something that is really self-evident. I did see someone else do this. I didn't invent this process entirely, but it's not one that you would just guess at looking at this fruit. All right, one more section, and the stopwatch currently reads 2 minutes and 29 seconds, and I'm almost done. All right, last section. And there's just a few left. Get those out. All right, that's it. Now I'll hold up this bowl and stir these around. You can see that there's a few little red speckles of juice, but it's practically nothing. I really didn't rupture any of the arils to speak of. Now there's also some white membrane that's mixed in with here. A few of the big ones you can pick out, but another way to get rid of the remaining white membranes, I'm going to take this over to the sink. Take some cold water and just spin these around a little bit. And what you'll notice is the remaining white membrane pieces, they float. So all you got to do now is put enough water in there to get them nice and separated. The arils sink, the membranes float, and you can just pour those out. And then there's just a few little membrane pieces left. It's no big deal. All right. Strain them through a colander just a little bit. Okay. Done. That's it. And the timer reads 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So this whole process from when I started cutting the fruit to when I've prepped it and poured it into this Tupperware has been less than 5 minutes. This is a quick, clean process, and these are good eating. See you in the next one.